December 1900, the North Atlantic roars as violent waves crash against the cliffs of a desolate island. A lighthouse stands alone, its beam cutting through the storm like a silent scream. Inside, 3 men are on duty. The wind howls, the wooden floorboards groan, a lantern flickers, and then nothing. Days later, a ship arrives. The lighthouse doors are closed. The beds are empty. The lighthouse clock has stopped. 3 men gone, without a sound, without a struggle, without a single clue as to what happened. December 26, 1900. The relief vessel Hesperus pushes through the icy waters, the island slowly coming into view. The lighthouse stands tall against the brutal North Atlantic, but something feels off. No movement, no figures waiting on the shore, no flag flying. The captain signals with the ship's horn. Silence. A flare is fired. Still nothing. Joseph Moore, the relief keeper, is the first to step onto the island. His boots creak against the damp wooden planks of the dock. The sound swallowed almost instantly by the roaring wind. Each step towards feels heavier than the last, as if the island itself is resisting his arrival. As he approaches the lighthouse, an uneasy feeling settles in his stomach. The door creaks open. Inside, it's eerily quiet. A clock sits frozen in time, the fireplace cold, beds unmade, as if their occupants had simply vanished into thin air. The only sign of life, a canary in its cage, chirping softly in the empty room. Something isn't right. A thick waterproof oilskin still hangs on its hook. One of the men ran out, unprotected. But why? And where are they? The Flannan Isles, also known as the Seven Hunters, are a group of jagged, uninhabited islands off Scotland's coast. The kind of place people avoid. Even before the lighthouse was built, the locals spoke of strange occurrences, unexplained lights, and voices in the wind. Shepherds would bring their flocks here to graze, but none dared to stay overnight. Yet in 1896 a lighthouse was built anyway. By December 1899 it was operational, staffed by 3 keepers: James Duckett, principal lightkeeper; Thomas Marshall, assistant lightkeeper; Donald MacArthur, occasional keeper covering for William Ross. 3 seasoned men hardened by the sea, and yet within a year they were gone. December 15th, 1900, the steamer Arctur sails past the Flannan Isles. The lighthouse should be shining, but instead there's only darkness. The ship's crew reports it upon docking. But the weather is relentless. No one can reach the island for days. By the time Hesperus arrives, it's too late. Joseph Moore, the first to enter, describes an unsettling silence. The lighthouse should feel lived in, warm. Instead, it feels abandoned. The logbook is found. The last entry, December 15th. Everything seemed normal. Outside on the western landing, the island tells a different story. A supply cart lies overturned, iron railings are twisted out of shape, a massive boulder has been displaced as if something powerful had torn it loose. The storm had been brutal, but had it been enough to take 3 men without a trace? Could it be that the keepers fell victim to something ancient, something watching from the darkness, waiting for the perfect moment to take them? There are those who believe the answer lies beyond our world. A lighthouse is a beacon meant to guide ships. But what if, on that fateful night, it guided something else? Something not of this earth. No bodies, no struggle, no trace of the man ever found. If they were taken by something beyond human comprehension, would we even be able to understand it? Or maybe the explanation is much simpler, but no less unsettling. Isolation doesn't just break man, it reshapes them. Being alone for too long changes people. The storm's winds and crashing waves become voices. The silence isn't peaceful, it's deafening. It whispers doubts, turns shadows into figures, makes you question what's real. MacArthur was known for his temper. Did paranoia push them past the edge? Did tensions rise until there was no turning back? Free man alone, no escape. If fear took hold, if trust shattered, then maybe they turned on each other. Maybe one by one, they vanished into the night. But if that's what happened, where are the bodies? Then there's the theory that doesn't need ghosts, madness, or anything supernatural. Just nature, raw, violent, and unstoppable. The ocean is deceptive. One moment calm and endless. The next an unstoppable force capable of swallowing entire ships without a trace. A rogue wave rising like a beast from the depths, hitting the island with unrelenting force. One of them runs outside without his oilskin. Was it a desperate attempt to help his crewmates? Or was he frozen in place, watching, knowing there was nothing he could do? A final second of realization. More than 100 years have passed, yet the fate of the three keepers remains unknown. The official report ruled them victims of the storm, but sailors who pass the lighthouse today tell a different story. Flickering lights where none should be, shadows that move in the empty windows, and on stormy nights, when the wind is just right, a voice, barely more than a whisper, carried across the waves. Did the keepers simply disappear, or are they still there, waiting to be found? What do you believe? Leave a comment below, I'm interested in your theories.